What's up, guys? Moonlight150 here, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video today. This is just a wish list, as you can say, for the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale game that is coming out holiday season of 2012. Now, if you know me, the biggest thing about E3 this year was PlayStation All-Stars. I mean, yes, I'm excited for Halo. That looks like a great game. Yes, the next Call of Duty looks fun for shits and giggles, and there's a bunch of other games that were mentioned that are probably not coming out till 2013, but honestly, the biggest thing that I wanted to hear most information about for E3 was PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Sadly, we only got 2 character announcements, but yet they were big character announcements. Yes, we got Nathan Drake, who we all knew was going to be in there, but we also got Big Daddy from BioShock, which was like, it blew everyone's mind. Before the wish list, before that announcement, I don't think Big Daddy was really on anybody's wish list. Because for one thing, if you didn't know, that the BioShock game, the original, came out originally on the Xbox 360 on PC, and then it came out a little bit later on the PlayStation 3. So we're all thinking, well, a game like that, a character wouldn't want to... companies wouldn't want to do that with a game with a character that originally started on the Xbox. I wonder if it even was planned as an Xbox exclusive. At the last minute, they said, you know what, let's just put it on all systems. Anyway, so that's besides the point. So now, if you're one of those few people who don't pay attention to video games, but yeah, you're somehow subscribed to me, and you don't know what PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale is, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale is the carbon copy of the Super Smash Bros. Franchise from Nintendo, but it's doing it in a different play style, same basic graphics, I want to say. I mean, the graphics are extremely similar, but the gameplay is different, and of course, it's a whole new cast of characters. But so that is just what I wanted to say, but I'm going to go over a quick wish list of what I would like to see based on my own personal opinions, but of course I share a lot of the personal opinions with people of other people's wish lists that I've seen. So let's just go over a couple characters. I mean, we have the obvious ones. I mean, if they don't have these 4 characters, they're stupid not to include these characters. So the obvious would be Cole and Snake. Cole McGrath from the Infamous games and Solid Snake from Metal Gear. Now, a lot of people say Snake might not be in this game because of Smash Brothers, but I think they will do something Metal Gear related because of how long Metal Gear's been on PlayStation only. And of course, we have Revengeance coming out, and then they just recently announced Metal Gear Solid 5. So it would be stupid not to have at least some Metal Gear character. It doesn't have to be exactly Solid Snake, but it would probably be best if it was, especially if they did the old version of Snake, Old Snake, instead of Young Snake like they did in Smash Bros., just to keep them different. Cole, you know, obviously Infamous is a big franchise, it's very popular, and it's not like its clone, or not a clone, but its rival. A lot of people compare Infamous and Prototype together. Unlike Prototype is a third party and is on both Xbox and PlayStation. So Cole would just obviously, it would be a big franchise, and of course they would want this character. Also, it's been hintily confirmed by the voice actor of Cole McGrath from Infamous 2 that he's been doing Cole voice work, but it wasn't for an Infamous game. So, and it was the hashtag PlayStation All-Stars along. He also named the voice actors for Nathan Drake and Solid Snake, so we can already assume that these 2 are here. The other ones, of course, would be Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank and Jak from Jak and Daxter. Once again, longtime PlayStation icons that made PlayStation popular, at least with the PlayStation 2 among younger audiences. Anyway, so those 4 are obvious. Like, why wouldn't you have these 4 in the game? And we already got hinted for Nathan Drake early on in the game when the first gameplay demo came out. We saw the rocket launcher from the Uncharted games. And of course, we also got a hint. We also now have a hint at Ratchet from that early gameplay demo from a stage that takes place on a Ratchet and Clank planet from an earlier game. So it's almost guaranteed that and same things with Jak and Daxter. We have a map that's also from a Jak and Daxter game. So it's pretty much obvious these 4 are going to be in this. It's just going to be sad when they announce them, like they're going to say, big announcement for PlayStation All-Stars, a new character is going to be revealed, and then we get one of these 4 that we already knew was going to be in this game. Screw the people. Yes, we know we want these 4 in the game, and we're excited to have these 4 in the game, but we don't want big announcements for, because we know they're going to be in the game. So save the big announcements for guys we don't expect coming. So, besides that, we're going to go over to so we got those 4, obviously. Let's go over to some PlayStation characters that are possibility, but we're still debating whether they will be or not, and they are PlayStation exclusive. Now, I only came up with 2, at least. These hopefuls are ones that I know of. There are some other PlayStation exclusive characters that have a possibility, but I just have no idea who they are. I never played their games, and some of them I've never heard of their games. So these 2, I only have 2 characters in this category, which is Sackboy from Little Big Planet. I did play a little bit of Big Planet. That's a tongue twister right there, but anyway. Little Big Planet, I'm not really exactly a big fan of it, but I like the cultural impact that it has and how many people do enjoy the game. So it'd be nice to have Sackboy in there, and he can easily be this game's version of Kirby where he absorbs or copies another person's character. I mean, just Googling Sackboy's character in Google Images, you saw a couple of him imitating other characters that could easily be in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Like I found a picture of him dressing up as Solid Snake and another one of him dressing up as Kratos. He could easily be this game's version of Kirby. The other one is, I swear, if they throw in this character, I'm gonna lose all my shit and I'm gonna go absolutely nuts, and I'm just want to throw my money at the screen and say, give me this game now. And that is Sora from the Kingdom Hearts games. Now, I know it's really unlikely. I mean, not really unlikely, but it's very unlikely because of the whole thing where Sora is I don't want to say he is fully owned, or at least half owned by Disney. I could be totally wrong about that. I mean, he could be totally Square Enix. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know who exactly owns what when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, but it just seems that they would have to say, hey, Disney, Superbot is coming to us saying, hey, we want Sora in this fighter, and Disney could easily say no, or I don't know why they would. It would be promotion and would keep people interested in the Kingdom Hearts games, since all we're getting are spin-off games and not Kingdom Hearts 3 like we want. But anyway, it would be stupid of them not to try to get Sora in this game, so I just would love to see Sora in this game. He would just fit so well. The only problem I see with Sora in this game is that if you guys don't know how the fighting system works, is we build up meter to activate a level 1 special, a level 2 special, or get up all the way to a level 3. I just don't know how Sora, he doesn't really have that many special moves or abilities that could be used as a super. The only thing I can think of is he goes into his different forms, Wisdom form, Valor form. I think the last one's Master Form. Jeez, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts in forever, but I know he has at least 3 different forms, but I just can't think how they would be used as a super. I mean, I can think of like the Wisdom form and the Valor form, but not really the Master. Oh well, I'm getting off topic. So those are the hopeful PlayStation 3 exclusives that I at least know of. Now, there are some characters that I saw on other people's wish lists. Now, after reading about them, I'm saying, yeah, these guys would be really fun to have in PlayStation All-Stars. The first one would be Tomba, or Tomba. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it. It's either Tomba or Tomba. But he's a wild 8-man, caveman kind of character. Now, he would fit perfectly into a game like this, where, especially when it's a Smash Brothers ripoff, we want to have as many cartoony characters as we want. So he can have access to a lot of primitive weapons. He can just beat on people. I think he would be this game's version of Donkey Kong. It's actually how I see him. But anyway, so I can see him having like a boomerang, a club, and then I can see like maybe his little level 1 special of him going rampaging on people, and that's how he knocks people out. So I can see a lot of potential with this guy being kind of like Donkey Kong, but also as a regular fighter. The next one, I have no idea what exactly this character is like, and that is Klonoa. I constantly hear about him on forums, especially when it came to things like Klonoa being in this next Smash Brothers, things like that. I have no idea who this character is. I've only heard of him in the past couple of years. I still have yet to really see gameplay of any of his games. I see he has a couple games. But it would just be fun to have more cartoony characters like Klonoa and Tomba and Ratchet and Jack and all that other stuff, because we have so many characters already that are human-like. We have Kratos, we have Cole, we have Snake, we have a lot of characters that are human, so it'd be nice to have characters like Klonoa who are more cartoony. I don't even know what Klonoa is. He looks like a rabbit. I have no idea what it is, but anyway, so we're going to move off because I have no idea what Klonoa is like. I don't know how he could fight. I have no idea. So we're just going to move on. The next one is Noriko from the PlayStation 3 exclusive Heavenly Sword. I've been thinking about getting Heavenly Sword because she seems like an interesting character and looks like an interesting game. But of course, it looks like she's a mythological warrior, same along the lines of Kratos. I would love to see Noriko and Kratos duke it out, because it would just be a lot of fun just to play as those two characters. So once again, I have absolutely no idea what this character is like. All I know is just from the title box and just her, she has a giant sword, which is just cool. It's a giant, and we need more female characters. So anyway, it'd just be another great warrior to have in this game, and like I said, we already have a lot of human-like characters, so we do need other characters. Next one is not exactly among the human line, but he is definitely one of the oldest characters and would definitely fit into this category. His name is Sir Daniel Fortesque from the Medieval game for the PlayStation 1. I do not know if there was a Medieval 2 or any other games following this, but I know that the Medieval game was very popular for a lot of people, because almost on any wish list from classic PlayStation 1 people, they love this game and they love this character. And I would love to get to know this character through PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Because especially we'll have a story mode, I hear now, a little bit. I hope it's something along the lines at least of Subspace Emissary, where we have characters interacting with each other. So it would be nice to know what Sir Daniel Fortesque is like. I know he's a skeleton with armor and he has a sword, so he can easily have some interesting specials related to the medieval times, like with dragons and magic and whatnot. So it all depends on what his game's like. I have no idea what his game is like. So I just think he would just fit into this game just because, like I said, we need more cartoony characters and we need to balance out how many human-like characters we have and how many cartoony characters we have. Anyway, so the last one on my don't know category would be Wander from the Shadow of the Colossus game. Once again, I do not know much about this character or the game, but I at least have seen gameplay of it because I've seen multiple reviews of it. People who've made video wish lists and talked about wanting Wander into this game. I've seen Shadow of the Colossus gameplay. So of course I know it's this person who finds Colossi, however you want to say that, and goes and fights him. And so that's like an awesome person. You want to see this person fight. So it would just be nice to have more PlayStation exclusive characters, and being Shadow of the Colossus being one of the best selling games on the PlayStation 2, it would be almost stupid not to have him. And so that has got my don't know category. They're all PlayStation exclusive characters, and I just don't know anything really much about them except maybe reading little paragraphs of what other people have been saying about the characters and how they would fit into PlayStation All-Stars. Anyway, my next category only has 3 characters. It's former exclusive characters. They were PlayStation exclusive. They should be in this game, but sadly they are currently owned by another company. And of course, these are the characters that everybody wants, and even myself, even though I wasn't really big fans of their original games because I was very picky as a gamer back then. But anyway, obviously we have Crash and Spyro. Crash and Spyro I would love to have in this game because, once again, like I've said probably 5 or 6 times in this video, we need to balance out human and non-human characters, and Crash and Spyro obviously do that. The problem is, once again, they're being owned by another company. Now, they would be stupid not to at least try, because I'm pretty sure they've been reading all over the forums. Even the game director that we saw an interview with saying he's been reading the forums, seeing what people want from this game, like what characters. So they know, they should have known from day one they want Spyro and Crash, and if they didn't even try to get Spyro and Crash in this game, it'd be a riot. I can see a riot happening. So I hope that if they aren't in this game, that we get a video from the company saying, yeah, we tried to get Spyro and Crash, we really wanted them in this game, but the companies that own them, I think Activision owns both of them. I could be completely wrong. I'm not going to do a Wikipedia search while I'm recording. But it's like, if the companies that now own Crash and Spyro didn't allow them to put it in, then we'll go riot over at that company instead of rioting over at Superbot that made PlayStation All-Stars. And maybe once the riot happens and how well PlayStation All-Stars sold, maybe those 2 companies, or one company, depending on who bought Spyro and Crash, will see, hey, we can make a lot of good money and good rep for putting these characters as DLC. So we might get like Crash and Spyro as DLC later on once they see that this game is selling really well and getting really good ratings. So anyway, I would love to see Spyro and Crash. I just think it's very sketchy that we probably will or may not get them, and we might get them as a DLC later on. It's all speculation. There's no word, and if they do give Crash and Spyro into this game, they would announce them at the last minute. They'd probably be the last characters they announce because they know everybody wants Crash and Spyro. So anyway, the last character that's former exclusive that is now not, which is Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider games. Once again, it was owned by PlayStation, and now it's being owned by another company, which is both putting on the new games on both PlayStation and Xbox. So once again, it's just the same thing as Crash and Spyro. They better have at least tried to get this character. And it just fits because, once again, it's a nice character who has gadgets and can fight. And also it's a female. We need more females in this cast because we know that there's a lot of guys here. Anyway, so we have third-party characters now we need to move on to. And unlike other people, I didn't go on extremely off board with what third-party characters would fit, who should be in the game. So I'm just going to go over 4. I only have 4 in this list, so let me just go over that real quick because I didn't count Crash and Spyro and Lara Croft as third-party, even though they are technically. But anyway, so the first one is Cloud. Now, I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, but I like Cloud. He's a cool character. It's because I learned about him from Kingdom Hearts, and I know he's probably one of the most famous of the Final Fantasy characters, most loved. So I would like Cloud in the game because, one, he's just a badass. I agree he's a badass. He has that giant-ass sword. I love that sword, but I would like also Cloud in this game just to shut up the Final Fantasy fans. I know people are yelling in the comment section of all the PlayStation All-Stars videos to say, get Cloud in this video or some Final Fantasy character. So I would like Cloud in there just because I think he's cool, and second, it would shut up all the Final Fantasy fans. So that's the reason why I think Cloud should be in there. And then the next one would be Chris Redfield from the Resident Evil games. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Resident Evil games did start out on the PlayStation, so I think Chris Redfield does fall under the category of former exclusive PlayStation characters. I could be totally wrong. Don't correct me in the comments, because by the time I upload this video, I've already would have double-checked. I should have double-checked before recording, but you know that's not how I work. Anyway, so Chris Redfield, as we know, he's been in the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, so we know he can fight, he can do combat, and he has multiple guns and gadgets that would easily help him battle, and he could even use zombies to his advantage. Maybe the zombie apocalypse could be his level 3. Who knows? He has a wide variety. He's a lot like Nathan Drake, where he just has a wide access to a lot of different things that could be used to his advantage. Now, the next one is a little bit obscure, and that is Isaac Clarke from the Dead Space games. I just think he would be an interesting character to have around. Once again, he falls under the category of Chris, where he has enemies that he could possibly use to his advantage, or at least his supers. And he also has his plasma cutter, and he also is a meleeer. So he just falls under the category of a lot of the humans in this game, where they can melee, and they also have guns. Or some kind of weapon that shoots projectiles. Anyway, so my final one is a little bit interesting, and I have a little backstory on this one. So, let me just tell you straight out the character already. It's Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. Now, I didn't originally think he would fit in this game, one, because, you know, the Assassin's Creed games are both on Xbox and PlayStation, and he's already in Soul Calibur 5. Now, the thing is, though, I read a comment, and I know YouTube comments are the best source of information, as we all know, but I read a comment the other day. I wish I would have screen capped it and took a picture of it or something, because it was on the PlayStation version of the E3 trailer. And this comment read along the lines of this: I know this music is from somewhere. Where did I see this? And he listed off what game he believes it from the original trailer. So I go a little searching on Wikipedia and other places to look at this game, to look at Assassin's Creed 2's soundtrack, because he said he heard it was in a trailer, and yes, it was. It was used for the trailer for one of the first revealed trailers for Assassin's Creed 2. Now that got me thinking, did Sony drop an Easter egg on us for the E3 trailer using the same exact song from the Assassin's Creed 2 reveal trailer? I don't even know if it was the reveal trailer, maybe it was like one of the first full trailers. But that just seems way too much of a coincidence to me, that there's a song that is both for reveal games for Assassin's Creed 2 and PlayStation All-Stars. Are they telling us that Ezio is in this game because they're using the same song from the Assassin's Creed 2 game and also the PlayStation All-Stars trailer? That just seems way too much of a coincidence to say, yeah, we just have this song here, we thought it was cool, and we want to use it for this trailer because it's a cool song. And yes, it's just too much of a coincidence that the Assassin's Creed 2 also used this song for their trailer. I don't know. I think Sony may have done that on purpose, just to say, yeah, only some people are going to get this, that this song was also used for Assassin's Creed 2, and we have Ezio in this game. So I don't know. I could sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I like to believe that. That is just a fun thing to think about, that they decided to reveal Nathan Drake and Big Daddy of the game, and then give us this Easter egg of using the same song in both trailers, in the Assassin's Creed 2 from so long ago, and now the song in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale trailer. I just think that is an interesting conspiracy theory, not a conspiracy, just a theory of another character, another third-party character being in this game. And I know he said that we have a good number of third-party characters, so we could possibly see Ezio. It wouldn't be Altair or Connor from other Assassin's Creed games. It would be Ezio because they used music from Assassin's Creed 2. So I just think that's an interesting theory, and I hope you guys find it as interesting as I do. And I can get more people on board thinking that Ezio is in this game, but then it turns out to be a major letdown when he isn't. Anyway, so that is my rant on characters that I would love to see in this game. I'm really looking forward to this game, and I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys later. Bye.